Welcome back, folks, to this momentous occasion. Don't pay any attention to the washing machine running in the background. I do live here. It's back on all three wheels and tires. And a few things I know I screwed up on. The exhaust pipe should be closer to the fender. And I realized that I mentioned that in another video. I'm about an inch low. The pipe should be an inch higher. Overall, I'm pretty pleased. Otherwise, I had to get the little 8x125 acorn nuts for the lug nuts and to hold the wheels together. Everything aired up and get a little better angle. Now I had man, that does look good. Got my fancy phone holder here. That's why I'm not actually pointing at what I'm looking at. So I'll tell you about it. You can just imagine how good it looks. There is one thing I've been wanting to try since January 12th, when my life would change forever. Not only am I all things ATC, I'm quite the fashion statement, as you'll soon see, but I got a pair of the original authentic Italian Honda boots, and I just want to see how comfortable the knee brace is. So let's watch. That's actually not in a bad place. That's pretty straight with where my leg is. I mean, I imagine Sundahl would be somewhere near here, but I'm not quite to that level. I'd probably be, you know, midway. Probably wouldn't hurt to have that kicked up a little bit more at the knee. See, my leg's going this way, not that way. Man, that is nice because you can really wedge down in there and you're not going anywhere. Overall, 2 thumbs up. I like it. That's the final installment for this episode of My Outrageous Life. We are going to take a big breather on that, let the credit card cool off. It's been smoking for a little while with all the things I had to buy and do and whatnot, but that's where we're at. Mike Palmgren's going to take it from there. He's going to do the paint work. That's raw metal. The stainless isn't going to get messed with, but that'll get painted. Whole frame's going to come apart. Swing arm come off, motor come out, everything cleaned. Don't know if we're going to do the motor yet. Probably go through the forks, new seals so they don't leak, because I don't want it all shiny and painted nice and then leaking everywhere. I have everything NOS for this, the correct lever, the perch, the cap. This boot is actually correct. It's off of some type of dirt bike. And I have a 961 clutch cable. All this stuff, I forget what the center code is, but it's like 4 or 5 other Honda bikes from the late 70s. And because the 81 had the whole parking brake assembly, I can't use that on this. This is go fast, turn left. So I had to find the right stuff. And actually, the lever on that is not a 961 lever. So we used that center code to source the perch and the cap, but we did use a 961 cable. The pictures show the throttle operated kill switch, or throttle box mounted kill switch. I'm still not sure about the grips, because the grips kind of look 70-ish in the pictures. And you can see that's a good bit different from the waffle grips that we're all used to. So I'm not entirely sure what direction to go, but I'm not going to put all that stuff on and make it all nice, and then it's all going to come back apart, because this is all going to get repainted black. Handlebars painted black. These screws are probably going to get re-zinced. Not sure if they were chromed, but on the original, these were actually off of Parts 81, same place I got that foot peg from. So I had been pilfering things from another 81 I had that the guy had a good bit of parts with. Seat, I got to find this rough grain aftermarket seat cover with the little Honda, because Productions had the big Honda. See how that's almost the whole way across the seat, and that's much smaller. So I got to review the pictures and make sure that is the right one, but in the pictures it looks like it's that rougher grain. And I guess they all did have somewhat of the rougher grain in the early days. But incidental small stuff I'm going to continue to gather up, but now it's at least a roller. All this stuff that had to be made is all made and done, and when Mike gets it, if he decides he wants to strip that all off and powder coat it black, I kind of like to paint it because it was painted originally. So that's, in my mind, 100% accurate. But I know powder coat is much more durable. But I'll probably have him smooth that up, maybe TIG weld that, blend that in. I did this with a torch, and it was rather difficult with a torch, you know, with a big long flame. It's going over there and up to the gas tank and over here to the wiring and all that. So I kind of tacked it with a torch and then just angled the torch in a way where I could not catch anything on fire. And then in the hub, in here, watch out, you're gonna be blinded. Back in there, come on, focus. You can see, let me try this, is a groove that I ground a little too deep. That's where they had the brake flange welded. And I'll probably have Mike TIG weld that groove shut because it could give a good perforation for this hub to break. And this is not a 250R hub. It doesn't have the tab welded on either side for the trip meter. So it is a one-off hub that I don't want to lose. I mean, I'm not going to be out jumping the thing anyway, but that's going to need done, re-chromed. Both rear hubs I found eBay, and they are gold zinc. So they will have to come off and get chromed. I'm pretty sure the sprocket, at least the sprocket hub was chromed. So the axle, hubs, sprocket hub, front wheel spacers, I think they might have been chromed. Well, no, it was the engine, that's what it was. It's that engine spacer right there. They even chromed that little baby. So basically what it is now, it's going to be redone. He's going to have a big box of stuff to go to the chromer, pile of stuff to go to the paint, and hopefully he won't have to make too much because I made most of it. But that's it for now, and phase one is complete. So this will be at the Press Fest for the rest of us at Preston's big old shindig up there in August. I don't want to invite any people. Don't put that evil on me. If you want to go, you take that up with him. But as for now, go fast, turn left.